Brian Andrew Tobias, a former American professional baseball player, passed away on February 12, 2023 at the age of 55. Tobias played as a pitcher for Detroit Tigers for 2 seasons in MLB, starting his career in 1989 after being traded from Baltimore Orioles. He played in total of 18 games during his career with a record of 3 wins and 9 losses, an ERA of 3.82 and 47 strikeouts. He was known for his fastball, curveball, as well as his competitive spirit and passion for the game. After a shoulder injury that required surgery, Tobias retired from baseball. He left behind a legacy of talent, perseverance, and love for the game that inspired many young players. The cause of his death has not been officially confirmed, but he had been living in Wisconsin for several years before his passing. Oliver Wood was a British cinematographer known for his work on action films such as Bourne Identity, Face Off, Die Hard 2, and Morbius. He passed away on February 13, 2023 at the age of 80. Wood started his career as a camera operator for documentaries and commercials before moving to Hollywood in the 1980s. He was known for his innovative use of handheld cameras, quick cuts, and natural lighting, which created a dynamic and realistic style of action filmmaking. Wood was nominated for 3 BAFTA awards and 2 Emmy awards for his work. He collaborated with directors like John Woo, Paul Greengrass, Tony Scott, Rob Cohison, and Doug Liman. Wood's cause of death was cancer. He is survived by his wife Susan Baylis Wood, his son Oliver Wood Jr., his daughter Sophie Wood, and his grandchildren. He left behind a legacy of excellence, creativity, and influence in the film industry. Eileen Sheridan was a multiple cycling champion who became a household name in Britain in the late 1940s and early 50s due to her series of spectacular record attempts. She broke all 21 of the Women's Road Records Association records, including Land's End to John O'Groats, which she completed in 2 days, 11 hours, and 7 minutes. Sheridan, known as Pocket Rocket due to her small stature and speed, passed away on Sunday at her home in Isleworth at the age of 99. The cause of death was not disclosed. Sheridan was a long-time member and former president of Coventry Cycling Club, which paid tribute to her as trailblazer for countless female riders who inspired generations with her achievements. She was also awarded an MBE for services to cycling in 2015. She is survived by her husband Ken Sheridan, whom she married in 1948 and who was her manager and mechanic during her career, and their son Clive. Larry Coyer was a renowned American football coach who made his mark in NFL as a defensive coordinator for various teams including the Indianapolis Colts, Denver Broncos, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Larry Coyer was a renowned American football coach who made his mark in NFL as a defensive coordinator for various teams including the Indianapolis Colts, Denver Broncos, and New York Jets. He was born on April 19, 1943 in Barboursville, West Virginia, and passed away on February 10 in 2023. He was 79 years old. Coyer began his coaching career at Marshall University, where he played as a defensive back and was later inducted into Football Hall of Fame. He went on to coach several colleges before transitioning to NFL in 2000, where he made a name for himself as an innovative and aggressive defensive strategist. Larry's dedication, passion, and knowledge of the game of football were widely respected by his players and colleagues. His expertise in designing creative defensive schemes was instrumental in helping his teams make numerous playoff appearances, including a Super Bowl appearance with Colts in 2009. He was renowned for his leadership and unwavering commitment to excellence in coaching. The cause of Coyer's death was sudden illness that he suffered while visiting family in Florida. He is survived by his wife Carol Coyer, his son Larry Coyer Jr., his daughter Lisa Coyer Smith, and his grandchildren. Richard Belzer died at the age of 78. He was a famous actor, comedian, and author who played Detective John Munch on several TV shows including Law and Order SUV. He died peacefully on Sunday, February 19 at his home in France with his family. He had a long and successful career in entertainment, starting as a stand-up comedian in 1970s and appearing on Saturday Night Live, The Tonight Show, and The Howard Stern Show. He also wrote several books books on conspiracy theories, comedy, and politics. Richard Belzer had a difficult childhood with an abusive mother who died of cancer when he was 20 and a father who attempted suicide when he was 23. He also suffered from testicular cancer in his 20s but recovered after a surgery. He was married 3 times, first to Gail Susan Ross in 1966, then to Dahlia Dinoch in 1976, and finally to actress Harley McBride in 1985. He had no children of his own, but he became a stepfather to McBride's two daughters Brie Benton and Jessica Belzer.